Good afternoon, everybody. Hope I'm audible. Thank you for taking the time out for our next pre-match press conference. We have with us Tim David. Let's follow protocol as always. Put your hand up. We'll take questions and just introduce yourself before you ask him. Saurabh, let's begin with you, please.
Hi, Tim. Tim, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, Saurabh, yep. Go on.
Okay, great. 1 second, sorry. Tim, it's been a season of 2 halves almost for you. And, can you give us an idea of how you approached the season at the start and then what changes you made in the second half, and through it all, what conversations you had with the coaching team that you had?
Yeah, I think for the team, obviously it's been a slow start. It kind of felt like the season didn't really start for us until we got that first win. Since then, we've played some really good cricket. I think we've won 3 of our last 4 games. That's been a good feeling in the team. Personally, yeah, I was sitting out after the first couple of games. And I guess during that period, it was just an opportunity for me to train really hard, do as much work as I can in the nets, in the gym, bowling, all stuff like that, and be ready for when an opportunity came. So it's an opportunity to get used to the conditions and see how other teams are stacking up, what is effective in these conditions in the IPL. So that was a good period for me to work really hard and get ready to come back in the team when that opportunity came.
Okay, can I ask one more?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Right, so obviously this season, the qualification chances are not there. But what do you think are the positives from this season, and how? And do you think they'll, place you on a much better footing next season?
Yeah, the group we've got is quite inexperienced in the IPL, so there's a lot of young guys that are trying to find their feet in this competition. So I think we've had a pretty good exposure now to what it takes to be successful in the IPL. So moving forward, for the guys that are still going to be in the team, it's really important for them to use those experiences to come back stronger next year.
Thank you.
Saurabh, any follow-up? Saurabh, any follow-up?
Yeah, I think that's one more actually. I just wanted to, ask you about the basics of a power hitting game, which obviously is something that you have done successfully across the world, and you're having to do, and you have done it successfully for Mumbai Indians here also. What does it take, apart from the usual things like a stable pace and quick hand-eye, what does it take, and do you, practice it? Do you practice power hitting, and how does that work?
Yeah, I spent a lot of my time in the nets trying to hit sixes. I think it's about putting pressure on the bowler and recognising the right situations for when you can try that in a game. So there might be different pitches or grounds that suit power hitting or for particular bowlers. So you've got to pick those moments, and also you've got to be aware that it's not going to come off all the time. Batting in the middle order can be risky, and you can't do it every game. So I think it's about maintaining your confidence through the season and trusting your ability, which you can get through training. Lots of practice, make sure you're hitting the ball well, and you can just take that into the game, be fresh-minded.
So would you say it's as much a mental thing as anything else? Because like you said, it won't come off every time, so you have to be okay with it not coming off every time almost.
Yeah, definitely. You do all your work outside of the game, in the nets, in the gym, to make sure you're feeling strong and you are hitting the ball well. And then once it's in the game, it's all mental. I think it's the same for all batters. You've got to go in clear-minded. If you're carrying things into the game with you, it often impacts your performance. So it's trying to get into that state where you can try and be as consistent as possible mentally. And then if you trust your process and stick to your process, then that will most often bring the best results.
Nikhil, do you want to go next?
Yeah, hi, just one question. Now you spent considerable amount of time with Rohit Sharma in the dressing room, Mumbai Indians captain. What learnings from him, like when you had a chat with him, or the time you spent with Rohit, because he's one of the finest by all exponents in India. So what did you learn? You're learning from Rohit Sharma. If you could speak about particularly this topic.
Yeah, obviously Rohit's played a lot of cricket, so it's about trying to gain some of his experiences, staying calm, things that work in Indian conditions, and then how we want to play as a team together. So yeah, it's been a good experience to share the dressing room with him, and hopefully it can continue.
Nikhil, any follow-up?
Thanks.
Good. Okay. I've got a couple of questions that have come in on the chat. The first one is, how much are you enjoying your batting playing in the Indian conditions?
Yeah, batting at night's been really good. The pitch is obviously getting a little bit slower, but that we can't really tell that until we get into the game. So it's been a good challenge. There sometimes it's spun, sometimes the ball's skidded on, but I've been enjoying the challenge and trying my best every time.
That's. Thank you for your questions. Thanks, Tim, for your time. We'll wrap up here. We'll meet you prior to our next game. So thank you everybody for your time. Thank you.